So before we begin, I just wanted to define what HPPD is. It stands for Hallucinogen Persisting Perception Disorder. It is a chronic disorder in which a person will experience non-psychotic flashbacks of visual hallucinations or distortions that they would normally experience under a hallucinogenic drug.
Okay. Wanted to talk in this very raw and vulnerable moment of what dealing with HPPD is like, accompanied with PTSD and DPDR. And I know that's a mouthful, but that's just the reality of what I struggle with, and I have been struggling with for like 6 months, and I'm just at a breaking point today. So I just wanted to share my story because there's little research on this condition, HPPD, and there's no known cure for it. And people just don't understand the dangers of taking psychedelics, especially indulging in psychedelics and developing this. And just let me calm down. So I guess I'll just explain like what it is I'm seeing right now. I know my case is not as bad as others, but you have to realize it antagonizes my DPDR and my anxiety, which then antagonizes my PTSD and just thinking about all the shit that happened while using substances. So like, if I just stare off and disso, especially against patterns, it's like I'm still on LSD. Things start to breathe or wave and move around certain shapes and designs. The biggest one, well, they're all big, but the biggest one is I get light tracers a lot.
I found out it's called after image, not light tracers.
Like if I have a lighter here and I just flick it, I blink, that light is still in my eyes. If I'm on the computer and I'm staring at a certain word against, like, let's say, a white background or a black background with white lettering, it's ingrained in my vision. Not very long, but long enough to know this ain't normal. I can see outlines of certain objects if I look at it for too long. This window, very big example, when I'm laying in bed, getting up for the day, I look out the window to, just wake up, and I just blink and I just see the blind patterns, and it's not a heavy grain, but there is a grain over my vision, and it sounds fucking bonkers, but it's like I can see vibrations in my vision of like what's going around. That probably sounds totally crazy, but yeah. And You know, like I said, all this shit just antagonizes the other mental shit I deal with. And, you know, there just comes a point where you can't ignore it anymore. And I'm at that point where it's really hard just to be here. Because how can you be here when reality doesn't even feel real? Like, how are you supposed to ground yourself and feel real and feel alive when everything around you just feels so fucking fake? Okay, I feel like I'm going insane. And I wish that I would have been educated on using psychedelics too much. And especially mixing shit with psychedelics. Like, you should never fucking do that ever. I don't give a shit what people say. People don't understand how fragile excuse me, how fragile our consciousness is and our state of mind is. People don't understand. They take all these gobs amount of psychedelics and disassociatives or whatever, and want to claim that they're fine, that they turned out okay, but that doesn't mean everyone is gonna turn out okay. And I'm unfortunately one of those people that didn't. And I just wasn't educated, and that's why I'm such a huge advocate for harm reduction, because this information needs to be out there. People need to know of the risks. This shit, you can even get HPPD from mushrooms, from DXM, from MDMA. Like, it's not just LSD. And I just get very fucking angry at myself for doing this. And I don't know if I'll ever be normal again. Even if this reality doesn't seem real, I know that the people in my life are real, and I know that they love me. And I love them. So I have to stay, because I don't want to transfer that pain to them. Yeah. I'm feeling a little better, I guess. Probably in my next video, I will discuss how I got this. I will discuss my whole story, because I indulge in psychedelics, but there are multiple ingredients for the perfect disaster of what I'm dealing with. And it's just a lot, and I know I'm not going to be able to fit this all, or rather have the energy to fit it all into one video. So thank you guys for watching me cry. It's just really hard, and there's no research, or hardly any research or cure for HPPD. And if I can get my video out to warn people that are into psychedelics and are into substances, and I can reach them and let them know the risk, you know, maybe I can save somebody from dealing with this, because I am telling you, I would not wish this on my worst fucking enemy. Like, I just want it. So